Hey y'all, Irix Guy here, and you've probably watched quite a few of my Ronin-S videos, and you may have commented rather, and I've had a lot of comments, and all the comments have been beneficial, but the consensus has been that, dude, your Ronin-S doesn't look like it's properly balanced. So I've been reading and rereading, looking at third-party tutorials online. And I don't know, maybe y'all can tell me what's going on here, because I've got the A7 III, I've got the 25mm lens. I do have the lens hood removed this time. That was an oversight on my behalf. But looking at it right now, it looks like it's confusing how all this comes together, because right here I've got an adjustment point. Right there I've got one, and then the plate itself, obviously you can slide that forward or backwards, and then this right here. But looking at this as it currently sits, if I move it up, it stays in place. If I move it all the way up, it stays in place. If I move it kind of at an angle, it stays in place. If I point it down, it stays in place. If I move it around, it still seems to stay in place. Now keep in mind the gimbal is obviously turned off. If I move it this way, it seems to stay. If I move it, well, I just hit something. I may have found the root cause. That the locking mechanism is making contact with that piece that sticks out in the motor there. That may be the problem. Because see, that won't clear. That will not clear that piece on the motor. Now see, this will obviously bottom out on that, but I think that part's by design. But I wouldn't think that this right here hitting that motor would have been by design. Hey Sean Coonery, what do you think? He said he shares the level of personal frustration. So now with that tweaked, let's go back through and see how the balance is here. And this is not going to help the balance, no. And by the way, Sean Coonery did not calibrate or balance my gimbal the first time, in case y'all were personally concerned. That is interesting. I seriously had not seen that. So anyway, so back to our test here where we were spinning it around and seeing if it'll stay. So if let's see. Let's just start with it kind of forward. Let's tilt this way. Let's tilt this way. And now let's tilt this up. Let's tilt this down. And let's do I guess we should do a pan here. Pan it around. There may be a subtle tilt in that direction. And let me show you up close where I've got everything positioned here. So on this bottom one, I'm right at the 4 mark. On this back one, I'm at 1 tick above 6.5. On this piece right here, 1 tick above 6.5. On this plate, I'm right there at 2 on the dot. And you'll notice my plate, I've got the riser plate installed directly below the A7 III. And then I've got the regular plate underneath it, and I've got just a hair of it's the riser plate's at about 0, and then the remainder of the main plate. So I am totally at a loss here as to what I may still need to do with this. So if you're an expert, and by the way, per your feedback earlier, I do have the infrared attached. I had it attached before I did the calibration, and obviously I had these little floppy things attached before I did the calibration. That's for my neck strap. So everything that would be on here when I'm out in the field using it is currently attached. Let's power it on. So now I'm going to power it on. Okay, so it's on. I'm going to tilt up. We go the entire range of motion, meaning it go until it stops. Okay, so that's as far as it'll go that way. Now I'm going to go the other way. Tilt down while watching the camera to see if there's any there are any pops or jerks, and I haven't observed any. Now I'm going to double tap to go home. Now it's back home. It looks, to me, it looks level. Now I'm going to pan to the right. I kind of angled it down a little bit inadvertently instead of going straight. Now I'm angling up. Wish there was a tactile feel if you were straight up, straight down, straight left, or straight right, so you would know if you were slightly tilting it just from tactile feel. But that's an area for improvement with this. But yeah, all of this, I mean, from my observations, and again, I don't consider myself to be a gimbal expert because I just got this Ronin-S a few days ago. But from what I've read within the official manual, from what I've observed online, and from what y'all have told me, and it's worth mentioning that I've tried it with the in-body image stabilization disabled within the A7 III, and I've also tried it with the in-body image stabilization enabled in the A7 III. So, I mean, I don't know. Tell me what you think. And obviously, all of this is locked. You know, the grip is locked. And then that piece over there for the plate, that's locked. So there's nothing sliding around while I'm using it. But I want this thing to be 100%. And this is not an uncommon camera. Yeah, it's the A7 III, but, you know, they're kind of hard to find right now. But as far as design's concerned, it's not much different from an A7R2 or an A7R3. So do you see any gross oversights? I mean, what do you see within this video that may be incorrect? Because if you can tell me, it'd be great. Because I'm usually pretty good at troubleshooting things. And this thing it's really frustrated me. And I mean, I think about this when I go to sleep at night. You know, what is wrong with my Ronin-S? What did I fail to calibrate? Do I have a defective unit? Or did I fail to do something properly? So I mean, I don't know. Everything looks and feels fluid here. I just don't get it. I don't understand why so many people are commenting about my Ronin-S videos and saying that they're not stable like they should be. And I'll agree, because I've looked at, you know, videos from other people that were supposedly filmed with Ronin-S, and they looked a lot smoother. So, you know, what am I doing wrong? Let's see, let's pop this up here. Now when I move it in a certain motion, sometimes it kind of feels like it's, for lack of a better word, kind of bottoming out or something. So I guess that's normal. Hey Sean Cooner, are you going to attack the camera? The gimbal? Yeah? You gonna attack it? Yeah, and definitely don't put this over a pet or, you know, any body, because these things are heavy. Now I'm gonna return home. A double tap. I don't know. I mean, it seems that, to the best of my knowledge, it seems that it may be properly configured. But tell me what I'm doing incorrectly, because obviously something is not right. And see, when I do 3 taps, 1, 2, 3. comes to me. When I go 2, goes back. Thanks for watching, and thanks in advance for any feedback that you may be able to provide. We personally appreciate it. Y'all have a good day. Hey y'all, iRick Sky here. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to subscribe, like, and share. It's viewers like you that enable my channel to continue to grow. Thank you.